Every year, a woman would visit the cemetery where her husband was buried. She would bring flowers to his grave and tell him all the things that had happened in her life since he passed away. One day, as she was visiting his grave, she noticed something strange. When she looked at the headstone, she saw that her name had been carved into it. At first, she thought it was just some sort of cruel joke, but then she realized that her name wasn't just carved into the stone, it was also carved into the base of the headstone. As she stood there looking at the headstone, she started to cry. She didn't understand why her name was carved into the base of the headstone. She had never asked for this to be done. When she went back home, she called up the cemetery and demanded to speak to the manager. When the manager answered the phone, she demanded to know why her name was carved into the headstone. The manager apologized and told her that they had made a mistake. They had accidentally carved her name into the headstone when they were making a mold for it. He told her that they had only carved her name into the base of the headstone so that they could keep track of which grave was whose. He told her that they never meant for her to see it and they would fix it as soon as possible. The woman thought about this for a moment. Then she said, "It's all right. I understand that mistakes happen. I just want to know how my name got onto the headstone." The manager told her that he didn't know how her name had gotten onto the headstone, but he promised to look into it and get back to her. A few days later, the manager called her back and told her that he had spoken to the stonemason who had carved the headstone, and he had told him that he had gotten the name from the paperwork that they had given him. The manager apologized again and told her that they would give her a discount on the new headstone that they were going to make for her husband. She agreed and told them to go ahead. A few weeks later, the new headstone was ready, and the old one was removed and placed in a storage area. The woman came to visit her husband's grave again, and she told him all the things that had happened in her life since he passed away. She told him about the mistake that the cemetery had made and how they had to carve a new headstone for him. She told him how the manager had been so nice and understanding and how they had given her a discount on the new headstone. As she was talking to her husband's grave, she noticed something strange. When she looked at the headstone, she saw that her name was carved into it again. She couldn't believe it. She had specifically asked for them not to put her name on the headstone. She went back home and called the cemetery. This time she was furious. She demanded to know why they had put her name on the headstone again. The manager apologized and told her that they would fix it again, but she wasn't having it. She told him that she didn't want them to fix it. She wanted to know why they had put her name on the headstone in the first place. The manager told her that he didn't know why they had put her name on the headstone, but he promised to find out. A few days later, the manager called her and told her that he had spoken to the stonemason again, and he had told him that he had gotten the name from the paperwork that they had given him. The manager apologized again and told her that they would give her a full refund for the new headstone. She agreed.